Hey, great show, you guys. That was awesome.
A fine technological piece of programming.
A lot of fun. I hope I wasn't too glowing with HoloLens, but it's really exciting.
Oh no,
So
I thought that was just good, honest opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've cranked up my excitement meter just with some of the basic things that I was wondering about, like just real simple things like battery life and
Yeah.
what's the sense of what's real and what isn't. Like that stuff's really exciting to me. I mean, AR, as much as I've been jazzed about VR, AR is maybe more exciting to me generally.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited to get my hands on something like that one day.
Yeah, I think it's amazing, and it's cool when you think about that. This is the first of it. You know, like to me, that's what's amazing. I mean, this is really good for being the first of something.
Show about titles.
Yes, please. What do we got? What's good?
We got-
What's good, Roger Chang? What's good?
Well, we have Hallucinating.
I love that. Of course, I also.
There you go.
Siri, order more toilet paper. Hollow the door. Get
Oh, so sad.
There's one from so remember the Wrath of Khan where Kirk yells out Khan. Well, someone wrote no kid.
Oh, I think it's actually maybe a Darth Vader reference.
Oh, that's right. It is a Darth Vader.
Yeah.
I'm getting old. My pop culture synapses are firing out those neurons. X survives the HoloLens perspective vortex.
I like that.
Ink won't soak your towel. Magic leap of faith. A magic leap too far. Twilio leaps. It's magic.
My friend texted me, I don't want to move to France.
Want to move to France?
Windows 10. It's okay. Google's Fiat and self-driving cars.
You
Ah!
don't know the world.
Xiaomi the drone. Google pressures. Give. No.
The money.
Apple echoes the Echo. Holograms all over the house.
I don't know. What do you guys like?
Who's that guy on the couch?
I like hallucinating. It's pretty funny.
HoloLens has ruined that couch for me.
Yes. Why is Tron on the couch?
HoloLens ruins X couch. Let's do it. That's it.
All right.
Right from my wife's mouth. She'll love that.
Yeah.
You know, the one thing about e-ink over a regular display is because it's not emissive in the same way that like a LCD or OLED display is. It has less eye strain for readers, which is why I like e-ink over reading off a tablet.
Yeah, that's true.
Like a Kindle, especially with someone with such poor vision as I do.
It probably puts off less radiation too, just in general. I mean,
Well, yeah, because you don't have to keep electricity going through.
right.
The balls are in little.
The balls are in play,
Yeah.
like the hockey balls. You ever play field hockey?
It's a too stupid sport. It's a terrible sport. I mean, it's like you can only use one side of the stick. It's ridiculous. You can't be left-handed in field hockey.
Oh no!
You can't.
My dreams of starting field hockey buzz are
You're
shared
only right-handed. I know it's a terrible. It's a horrible sport. It's like lacrosse is right up there with it. But yeah, it's a horrible. I mean, lacrosse is just dangerous and terrible, and hockey.
You know what? Let me tell you about one thing about hockey. I always loved hockey growing up, and we have a great IHL team here.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, it's a good time. The Grizzlies are great. I live actually kind of near the stadium now, and it's always a fun time. Well, growing up, I had this friend named Bill Evans who now works for some NBA team. I forget. But he was huge into hockey, and I have never in my life experienced a more foul smell than hockey gear in a corner of town. It is unbelievably just like
Yep.
Raunchy.
What's like the Walking Dead world must smell like. It's horrifying.
And it stays with, like, when you wear it. Like, I'm a goalie, so I buy all this equipment, and it's just my wife would not. There was a rule about this. Like, she would not sleep with me on nights that I had played hockey. Like, no matter how much I showered, you have to sleep in another place.
Can you Febreze the equipment and like
You
get
can
rid
try.
of the
There's
funk?
all sorts of things. They make crazy contraptions. They PVC things that look like you stick your gloves on here and your head. They try all these things, but nothing works. There's a stink to hockey that's like no other. I mean, I do agree.
What about a bonfire? Just buying new equipment.
That's the best way to do it.
There's a stink to hockey that is like no other.
No, it is. It is. There's nothing because I mean you're taking all the things you need to create mold are being combined at once. Like heat.
Well,
and
can
water.
you wear like a cotton under long sleeve shirt that soaks up the sweat You know
Yeah,
what
but
I mean,
it's your hair. It's just your hair. You're never going to get it out of your hair. Like the goalie mask or hockey helmet, all that is just never going to get out of your hair. Like no matter what you try.
So there's like no liner or anything like that. You can.
No,
I think
no.
you have to accept it. Like you just have to embrace it. If any, like there's nothing else to do. If you live,
You have to marry a woman who thinks it's good.
What if they use Gore-Tex that could wick away the sweat and then it'll just collect at the back of the helmet?
Maybe.
Roger is a problem solver, man.
The problem is
right.
you're on ice, so like
Really, it's just about wicking away the sweat.
Yeah.
But wicking away sweat on ice is not is.
Well,
also
there's
a
that
different thing.
weird ice sweat smell
Yep. Yeah.
that I've never been able to put my finger on. But it's not just a hockey thing. Like even in the winter, I remember it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know.
It's
Totally.
something about the cold and
In funk.
And you smell it when you walk
Yeah.
in any rink at all. Whether it's a pro rink or just your local rink or whatever, you smell that everywhere. And hockey locker rooms and local rinks are just horrendous. I mean, they are really
rinks
they are
are
just
rank.
there are places that you go to die. Like they are really terrible.
So hopefully we've convinced you all to try hockey.
Oh, I know.
Head out to your local
That's
rank.
why
No, it
hockey
is
is
a-
such a
it's a
great
wonderful sport.
television sport. You don't have to smell it.
It's an incredible television sport. It only exists now because of HDTV. Had HDTV not come along, I don't think hockey would have survived. But hockey,
You can't follow that puck unless they were going to do that.
Yes, you can. See, I always
You
I'm
can if you
glad
grew
this
up watching
argument
it.
went away because
Yeah.
I grew up watching the Blues on
Yeah.
a crappy Zenith like 16-inch tube TV,
Yeah.
and I could follow the puck just
I
fine.
know.
I think what it is you learn to know where it is by other
Exactly.
cues,
That's exactly
not
it.
by looking for the actual puck. I don't know.
Right.
It's
No,
still
that's
the
exactly
only. It's still the only sports video game I buy ever. Is a
Oh
hockey.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love a good hockey game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so good.
I got my copy of NHL '94 right here. I mean,
Best hockey game ever made.
by
Right.
far.
Oh my gosh, Genesis version even.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yep.
Dude. The only thing a little bit better, the Sega CD version of that same game, which just added real crowd sounds. And
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
it was so good.
I played. It was a recent tournament. I did a charity tournament around here where they had a whole you sign up for this NHL '94 tournament. So there were like 32 people and they had 31 and they wanted me to come because I advertised it. So I was there and I felt like I was really good at this game as a kid. Like I played constantly. I got destroyed in this tournament by like small children just take me apart in NHL '94. And I'm like, you didn't even play this. This game existed 20 years before you were alive.
Such a classic though, man. So,
Oh yeah.
It was the year my daughter was born, and everything was great in '94. '94
Oh,
was
I
a
know.
great year, man.
Just,
So that's the one where if you get in a fight, the guy falls down and blood comes out of his head onto the ice. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
That's great. Get past that.
That's some reminiscing right there. That game, I used to stay up till 3 a.m. playing that with my brother-in-law.
Yeah, and there were some players that were just better in that game than they really were in real life too. That was like Jeremy Roenick, who's like an analyst now. I always joke with him about it because he was incredible in NHL '94. He was a good player, but he was the best player by far in that game.
The one hockey game that I never enjoyed was the Mattel one, because they obviously just tried to reskin the basketball one, and it just
Right.
it was like, this isn't hockey. This is not any different.
I have that one too. Yeah, I collect all these hockey games. Yeah, that's the Mattel. Yeah, like that. Was it the Mattel version of this, like the head-to-head? That's baseball one. That one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yep. Yeah, that was the baseball one was really good though.
I
But,
love
yeah.
the baseball one. Actually, I have the other, this one, not the non-head-to-head one.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Look at that. Nice.
No, that was good stuff. I mean, that was fun. That was really fun. I mean, now it's gotten crazy though. The latest EA Sports games have gotten a little bit nuts.
Yeah, my problem with them is that they think that the way to iterate is to make them more and more complex. And
Yeah.
I think they're missing the point, which is give me a game that recreates the sense. You're never going to be able to make it feel like a real hockey game other than the aesthetics and the feel and the sound of it. So focus on those things and let it be otherwise kind of simple. The way '94 was simple, doing the one-touch shots and stuff. Just
the one-timers. Yep. Oh yeah. No, that was great. You're right. And now they've really gotten to the point where they're so complex that the people who are really good at them have just figured out the glitches in them. Like there's a way you can shoot from here and always score, that kind of thing. I've played against people like that, and that's just crazy. Yeah, I think it's definitely true.
Totally agree.
Well, that's
best
the
one
next
was
step to
Nintendo
virtual
Ice
reality, is like allow me to feel a forecheck.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Do you remember Nintendo Ice Hockey?
Oh yeah,
That
Nintendo Ice Hockey had that interesting approach, which was kind of rock paper scissors. They had skinny guy,
Yep.
medium-sized guy, and a big fat guy.
Yeah, remember that's a great game.
It's a great game, yeah.
And
Then
that was
guys could totally body check. They were super slow, but they would never get knocked down. Middle guys were kind of jack of all trades, and then the skinny guys were just getting thrown all over the place, but they were fast.
but they were really fast. I know, it was the greatest.
It was really good. But see, that's just Nintendo thinking, and I wish more people had it sometimes with games. We try to out-complex the last iteration, and that's sometimes
Right. And that's game probably made by people who've never seen a professional hockey game, like the Nintendo game. But they're making a great game.
Sure.
No, I totally agree.
I think the worst is football. Football video games are the worst.
They've gotten pretty crazy.
I cannot.
In 05 for me, about 05, they stopped being
fun because you had to memorize all the button combos and whether you're offense or defense, and it's like
Yeah.
Well, I collect old arcade games, and I have one football game. I have like 25 arcade games.
NFL Blitz.
Nope.
Oh.
I have what I think is the ultimate arcade game for football. It is Nope, not Technoball, which is really good. That was very good. No, this is before that. We're talking like 1983, 84, and this was the Atari football.
Oh, with the trackball?
With the big trackball.
Yeah.
I've got that.
Great game, and they had like a cyber future football game with the same control scheme. They had I forgot what that was called, but it was similar to that. Atari did that later, where it was like that same roller ball.
Yeah, and the roller. This is where you stood across from the other person on the roller with a roller ball, and it was just X's and O's. That's all it was. And it was the first game they claimed was the first sports game with a scrolling field. So actually, the field scrolled as you went along.
Yeah.
And yeah, that game is insane. You just rip your hands up. I mean, you just completely.
The balls were always busted or had gum on them.
Oh yeah. We had to fix one. We took it apart. It was really fun. It was such a simple trackball concept. I mean, it was really just a ball with two things that spin each way.
Yeah, and you get all sweaty, and it was a great game. I love it.
Yeah. No, that's a classic. That's a good one. And you only had 3 plays.
Yep, that was it.
You could pass, you could run, or you could do something else.
Beatmaster's in the chat room asking you guys a question. Was it Blades of Steel that had the boxing and made the loser go to the bench?
Was it Blades of Steel?
Blades of Steel was the hit the glass one. That was that one.
Yeah. Did it have a? I don't know if it had a mechanic or it made you go to the bench.
I think it was Blades of Steel. Actually, I think if you lost the fight, you got the penalty. I think that was that one.
Maybe that's right. Yeah.
That Blades of Steel was a good one.
That was the old NHL rules before they were.
right.
Before they decide, if they mixed NHL with MMA rules.
And there was a team in Kansas City.
My son once asked me, he says, "Dad, why do you buy a FIFA game occasionally? I thought you didn't like soccer." And I said, "Well, it's not that I don't like soccer, but it reminds me of hockey, so that's why."
Oh yeah.
Like this year's FIFA game is a better hockey game than this year's hockey.
That is such a good point. You're dead on right. I know. And I coach my daughter's soccer team now. It's crazy, and I've gotten into soccer because I've had to. But yeah, you're right. It's a better hockey game. Yeah. It's completely true.
I would dissuade my daughter from soccer.
Oh no! Soccer's a great thing for girls. Awesome. Awesome sport for girls to get into.
I agree. Girls love it.
My daughter, she just lives for it, and she's now on select teams, and she's on all these crazy things.
2 days of post-show hockey talk on DTNS.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, you talked hockey yesterday?
Yeah. Jen Cutter was on the show, and she plays hockey in Toronto.
No way.
Yeah.
I don't want to call them. I mean, it's not pro level, but it's pretty serious league.
Yeah, if you play hockey in Toronto, you're serious, basically. There's I know people up there. We got challenged by Sirius XM to the Hockey Buzz people to wanted to take us on up there, and because I am the goalie. I'm the goalie for the men's. I've told you this, Tom, but the men's USA media. We'll play against the Canadian media at All-Star games and events like that. So at the finals, so I'm the worst player in this whole thing. Most of these guys are ex-NHL players, so I'm just getting schooled. But it's fun. I mean, it's so much fun.
Yeah, she was saying that off-season college players will play in her league.
Yeah. Yeah, they are really, really good. I played against a couple of the Canadian media are ex-Canadian Olympic women's players, like Cassie Campbell and these guys who are really just legends, and they're phenomenal, and it's so much fun.
All right, well, we have had a lot of fun having everyone here today. We're going to end our broadcast day We operate with an effective radiate power of 3,000 watts from studios located at 309 West Main Avenue in Greenville, Illinois. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.